Hello everybody, welcome to the channel Free Yourself, a Healing Journey. This is about breaking free from the old version of ourselves and creating a new healed version. We're reading through this book chapter by chapter, and today we are on chapter 8, the topic of which is trusting your intuition. We're going to jump right in. Please only take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Thank you. As you are moving along on your healing journey and awakening, you will often find yourself in a position to listen to your inner voice and guidance, which is your true intuition. There will be times when your intuition seems to contradict what your logical mind tells you. Learn to trust yourself and not overthink or overanalyze a situation or a decision. Sometimes there are some negative entities that will put thoughts, etc., into your mind to throw you off of your path. Know that your intuition will never make you feel afraid or anxious. Your intuition will speak quietly and calmly to guide you. Be careful and tune into yourself. Be discerning when receiving channeled or, quote, angelic messages. Please know that as you navigate your new perception of the spiritual and 3D world, there will be both positive and negatively oriented influences that will manifest into your reality. Do not allow yourself to be rushed into action or decisions based on spiritual messages alone. Follow your inner voice and the true divine guidance. If you can take the time to sit with any message or information that comes up, then you will be better able to be in a calm space where you can discern the nature of the message or information. In my openness during the initial phase of my awakening, I fell prey to influences that were negative without realizing it. I was so open and full of loving energy that I mistakenly assumed all energies entering my field and space were there to assist me from the angelic realm. I was very much trapped in a cycle of this for a couple of years. True divine guidance kept trying to speak to me, but I was fully tuned into the other energies, not perceiving them to be harmful at the time. It took time and actually seeing how the messages or information never were accurate, but there was a lot of illusion involved. After a period of time, I started slowly pulling back from the trickster negative energies when I fully realized that they were definitely not operating for my highest good. I became aware that there was a group of them, and they were intent on blocking my forward movement. I'm just going to put a note in here, you all. Sometimes that's going to happen. When you first wake up, you're gonna have a lot of different individuals noticing that. And not every energy that pops in is going to be wanting to assist you. So use your discernment. I wish I'd had some knowledge of that early on, but it was helpful lessons that I'm happy to pass along now. Okay, following my higher calling while simultaneously feeding off of my energy. And that's what a lot of individuals are doing, regardless of what body they're walking around in. So just be aware of that. What saved me was healing myself and staying in the energy of unconditional love and peace as I removed myself from the negative energies. They did not like this and tried to double down on regaining control of me and my energy. Still, I persisted, stayed true to myself, stood up in my loving, healed energy, and just kept moving. Initially, I thought that moving and changing my physical environment would help, but it did not. When you are dealing with beings or entities in the etheric or other realms, physically moving will not necessarily discourage them. They are attached to you and your energy signature and can follow you anywhere. I don't say this to scare anyone, but to forearm you. Put very healthy and firm boundaries in place. Please do this early, folks. Trust yourself, seek true divine assistance and intervention, and stand in your truth. Do this with courage and compassion. In my case, no amount of cord cutting, etc., worked to remove completely the spying and attempts at real interference in my life. I have learned to see beyond the physical and beyond the masks. They know that I know. It's almost like some kind of odd test or game at this point. At some point, You are solid enough in yourself that you recognize what is not for you. You don't need to fight, just put up guards for your energy and keep it moving. That's important, folks. Focus not on all these things that are attempting to distract you from your forward movement. Just keep moving forward. Negatively oriented entities and energies want to throw illusions at you and distract you from your true purpose. My true purpose is to spread love, peace, harmony, and freedom, to remind us all of who we truly are. Part of my purpose is to remind every living thing of the love and light that exists within all of us, and to uplift and encourage one another. You can always tell when you are stepping into the right direction because the attacks will come down like a bombardment sometimes. And this is especially the case of very early on in awakening and walking your path, because you're new, you're fresh, you're not really attuned to the different levels of energy and what can be done and the illusion that can be brought to you. So just know that that can be a thing. But if you are forearmed and you have your boundaries and things in place, you are in a state of discernment, it's really going to make a difference. But always know that you are not alone. You are divinely protected and guided, and there are so many of us standing with you. Never give up on yourself. Trust your intuition. When you are doing the right thing, you will know it will feel right and will build your energy levels. If something isn't right for you, it will have a bad or negative feeling about it, and it will drain your energy levels. And I'm just going to put a little note in here. Many of us on our healing journey and our awakening have experienced that, where you may be dealing with something and you are so utterly drained day after day after day. At that point, you have an understanding that what you are dealing with is like an energy vampire. It's just draining you, or it is such a lower negative energy that it is pulling your energy down. And that's something to kind of step back a minute, sit with yourself, see what it is, and remove yourself from that. Do what you are passionate about and follow your calling. It will be different for everyone. With all of our societal and familial programming, it can be a challenge at first to trust your intuition, but the more you do so, the easier it gets, and the more you recognize the source of your inner voice. Protect your energy, but do not block your blessings. We are given what we need to pursue our purpose when the time is right. Try not to be afraid to see beyond this reality. Know that your true inner guidance, your intuition, will always serve your highest good. Trust yourselves, folks, more than those outer influences and the voices of others, okay? That concludes chapter 8. Thank you so much for listening. I hope something here has been helpful for you. Take only what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. I'm wishing you all love, peace, and blessings. Have a beautiful day. Take care.